Girl, I fangirl out because I aspire to be organized. Now listen, I don't know if it's some kind of part of the genetic code that in our family tree that we dropped somewhere along the evolutionary chain. But she is back, and Tiffany, I know when it comes to great items, first of all, customers love you. We love you here at HSN. All of your items go on to be customer picks. Here's another one. A lot of people missed this. I mean, it was like a blip. It was like a blink on the radar. And I don't care what you're organizing. This is here right now at a $31 price, 5-pay flex pay on all of our items, our scrapbooking items. And then, remember, you've probably paid for your shipping already because it's a $5 shopping cart. Tiffany, I'm gonna defer to you. We've got all the choices, of course, of this beautiful pink, which I'm partial to. Excuse me, the purple, the black, and, woo, and then the turquoise. So I will defer to you. Now, when we were talking earlier, and I'll see if I can open this up. Excuse me, I'm getting so excited during our scrapbooking event here. But this is something that people have been waiting for. And I think it's genius for a lot of different reasons. So it's easy to see why this sold out so quickly, isn't it?
You know what, this is one of those things that is just a staple, or should be a staple in your craft room, especially if you travel. And when I say travel, I don't mean necessarily going to crops and classes. I mean going from your craft room to the TV room to craft while you're watching TV with your family. So the bag itself is double-sided, which is why it's called the double-sided tool bag. And then as you showed, the really cool feature is that it splits open so you can see all of your supplies while you're working, but close it up to carry it with you. So what you're getting is the bag and all these pockets and straps and elastic bands and all of that. It's all set up. It is ready for you. So this one I have loaded with craft supplies. And you can see I have everything that you would craft with in here. I've got scissors and rulers and tape and double-sided tape and all kinds of adhesives and all my favorite punches. They're all in here. This is a basic. This is the standard thing. I'm going to use it all the time, everywhere I go. Set up with all my favorite tools and supplies. You've even got this nice long pocket in the back for your paper trimmer, right? So when you're carrying your bag and you've got it closed up, that paper trimmer isn't sticking straight up. It's easy to carry right there in the back. So you need definitely one for just your everyday, all the time tools. This is your go-to, right? But it works for so many different things. Imagine if you are also into fine arts or painting, drawing, painting, design. You've got to have all of those supplies organized as well. So I've got this one totally set up with paint brushes and paints and charcoal, watercolors, all the things you would need if you were going out to do a little bit of painting out on your back patio, maybe to a painting class. And again, when you open it up, now everything is right out in front of you. It's right at your fingertips. So it's kind of a must-have for every type of crafting. If you have one bag for each type, look at this. This is all of my stamping. I've got my mat here. I've got all three of my stamping platforms tucked in. You're getting the elastic band that goes around the top and that holds all of your taller things nice and neat, straight up and down. I've got my rotating design board in here. I've got embossing powders. I've got my brushes. I've got all of my basic tools, everything I need for a stamping project, card making project, and it's all right here in one nice, neat, easy to take. So if I had just had this on the shelf and I was going to work on a stamping project, I'm going to pull it off the shelf. I'm going to pop it open. I'm going to have all my tools and supplies right there, right out in front of me. When I'm going to work on something else, I'm going to close it up and put it away. Now this one, all of your basic tools, you're going to have that out all the time. That is your go-to. That is where you're going to keep everything. All those different types of scissors, your favorite paper trimmer is in there, your favorite markers, your double-sided adhesives, they're all in there. But that second one, so if you already have one, because this is a staple, like you said, we've had it before in HSN. If you've got one for your basic tools, I want you to pick up that second one for your different supplies. So, and I noticed you had it loaded up with yarn. If you were doing some kind of embroidery work or some needlework project, it would be great to have one loaded up with all of those supplies as well.
For
So
sure.
the whole idea of using it, one as your basic and one as this is particular to a specific type of craft in this situation, stamping. And I think when we were talking earlier, I was saying I used to live in a 2-story house, and I had one of these loaded with all my basic tools. I had picture hanging tools, tape measure, screwdrivers, hammer, all the basic things in the upstairs closet, so that when I needed to do something, I didn't have to go down the stairs and around the corner and out into the garage to find whatever tool I needed. I kept that basic tool supply just in the closet. So if you've
Tiffany,
already got one and you're loving it,
you should. What's so funny is I do not travel lightly. I'm going to move this from set to set. These are like all the things that I go from set to set with. My brush, my phones, my comb, my cards. So like you said, whether it's the dormitory, I'm serious. I think I'm just going to move this from set to set with me. I'm thinking, yeah, crafting is one thing, but then life, we got stuff. This goes wherever you go, doesn't it?
It does. What about your water bottle or your can of soda? Those types of things, especially you guys moving around the studio there, it's easy to just grab it and go, right? If you're working with an iPad, which you often do, you can put that in there as well. But the simplicity of just having it, think about all of your gift wrap things. The holidays are right around the corner, right? So you might have ribbons and bows and scissors and pens and tags and all the little things, all the little package toppers and all the things you might need. Think about it as just a little tote for all of those things for gift wrapping, to be able to move those around quickly and easily. And then, you know, really the coolest thing about it is that fact that it splits open so nice and evenly so that you can see everything that you've got. You know, when we go to crafting events, we're given such a small amount of table space, and I always say that this is the thing that blocks the creeping cropper, right? So people are creeping into your space. This kind of sets up that barricade for this is my space. So it's definitely a must-have. I mean, if you don't already have one, you need one. If you've already got one, think about, do you need one for your stamping or that type of thing? So it's a perfect tool for all kinds of things.
Okay, well, I'm a creepy crawler, as you said, or something. I'm taking this from set to set. Vanessa, I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep this until the end of the night. Look I've got my snacks, thanks to you. God bless you, sweet little angel face. Kisses all over. All right, well, I'm glad that, speaking of like heaven sent, that's what our today's special is all about. We do have an abbreviated, it's really gonna be just kind of a mention, like a 5-minute look coming up next hour. We have hundreds of you who have already said yes to this. So if you couldn't get through, call back now. Call back now. We do have it available for you. So creativity, inspiration, and the best price in America, I will say, well, I should say, an exclusive bundle or configuration. All right, we got time for one more quick item with Miss Tiffany, and here's another one, again, a customer favorite and runaway hit. And listen, we've all got dies and things and